And we're live, everyone.
Welcome back to Barovia, besties. I'm Ray, your major domo for today's sesh, stirring the cauldron for another epic journey with GameDayHype, where we're doing everything in our power to bum Strahd out. Can I get a huzzah?
Huzzah!
Great. Love the enthusiasm.
That's about right.
Now, before I introduce the squad that's been dubbed by TMZ, i.e. the Too Much Zarovich Network, as the single-handedly worst thing to ever happen to Vallaki, I've got some housekeeping to get out of the way. You see, it's recently come to my attention that some of us have gotten a bit spellbound, if you will. Many of our party members have expressed keen interest in the arcane arts, like Belagor, who's been eyeing up Firebolt. And even Anya's gone on record to declare with her usual eloquence, "Can Anya be wizard? Is Anya wizard? Can Anya even write?" Thus, in the spirit of Arcana, let's kick this off by imagining what type of wizard our party members would choose once they get past the hooked on phonics stage of their apprenticeships. Let's start with Anya, our barbarian with a heart of gold, balls of brass, and a 10-foot-long scroll inscribed with all her titles.
Yes.
She's the tankiest of tanks, a one-woman tornado of steel and sword and axe. Battle is her passion. Combat in close quarters her MO. To deny her this, even as a wizard, would be to deny something very essential to her character. Luckily, the Bladesinger wizard subclass would come in clutch for Anya, allowing her to mix martial prowess, extra attacks, speed, and spellcasting to devastating effect. Plus, she'll look damn cool doing it. As a Bladesinger, she could use Mirror Image for added defense, Booming Blade to give her attacks an extra punch, and Haste to increase her speed and attack power. And we've already seen what a beast Anya turns into when she's hasted.
Yes. Where do I sign up? Do I get a wizard hat? Please, Lysander, let me have wizard hat.
Back of the line, lady!
Aww.
On to Belagor, the light domain cleric of Lathander. Equal parts battlefield surgeon and divine artillery. His fondness for flambeing foes suggests he'd be very much in his element as an evoker. But would he truly be Belagor without a safety net for his pals? Fear not. With the sculpt spells feature of an evoker, he can still make it rain hellfire while keeping his friends cozy. He'd be sure to use spells like Fireball for a powerful AoE attack, Counterspell to disrupt enemy magic, and Wall of Force to create barriers for protection.
Ooh.
Vesper.
I like it.
Good, I'm glad. Vesper, or dare I say Vespucci, is our resident turbocharged rogue monk hybrid who's always zipping around the battlefield and getting down to fisticuffs. Vespucci is a showstopper, and I mean it, in that he's always stealing our kills. As an illusionist...
It is so true.
It's true, right? It's not just me.
No, he does.
Ugh. Hogging our kills. Bogart. As an illusionist, he could clone himself ad infinitum, and the battlefield would become his personal magic show. Just imagine the pandemonium. As an illusionist, he could definitely use invisibility to become unseen, mirror image to create distracting duplicates, and phantasmal killer to terrorize his enemies with their worst fears. So just, spooky Vespucci. Not much changes. For the greenhorn of the party, Scarlet, the Beastmaster Ranger with a wolf sidekick and a strange fondness for cabbages, things are a bit trickier. At first glance, she might seem suited to more of a summoner role, but her keen senses, aim, and knack for detecting traps suggest the prescient path of a divination wizard. With this powerful subclass, she can twist fate with a portent ability to her advantage, and gain crucial insights into almost anything the DM has to throw at us. As a divination wizard, her go-to spells could be detect thoughts for reading minds, clairvoyance for remote viewing, and divination for answering questions about the future.
Or cabbages.
Or cabbages.
More cabbages.
Where are all the cabbages gone?
What's daddy doing right now? Cabbages!
Cabbages.
Go cabbages.
Yes.
Cabbage stew, cabbage juice, cabbage smoothie, cabbages,
Roasted cabbage, cabbage flambe.
stuffed cabbage.
When do I turn into a cabbage?
At midnight, dearie.
I don't know.
Off to the ball with you.
So finally, we get to Zacky Poo, our illustrious DM, who's no stranger to pulling out an endless slew of twisted and horrific rabbits from his hat. As the de facto deity of our game, his limitless imagination would be well served by the conjuration subclass. But don't make Bilbo Baggins' mistake of assuming he'd just be a conjurer of cheap tricks. Conjuration wizards are masters of creation and reality warping, the perfect tools for an expert dungeon master. As a conjurer, Zach might pick summon lesser demons to bring forth chaotic reinforcements, teleportation circle for fast travel, and create bonfire for setting up impromptu barbecues, or most likely, roasting us all in a surprise encounter.
Depends on my mood.
Exactly. I should also mention that since Lysander is already a wizard, a time-warping chronologist, and a damn good one at that, we're skipping him this week. He sends his regards via voice note, which I will play for you now. Shut up! And with that, the floor is yours, Zach.
All right, thank you very much. That was very fun.
Oh my gosh.
So, last time on Dragon Ball D&D, we ended up having a big confrontation with Babala Saga. After surviving the onslaught of zombies, vampire spawn, and Barovian witches, our heroes then quickly went to her hut. And after a daring fight, having some of them almost having been eaten alive, and with, you know, the loss of Weston, they finally defeated Babala Saga. As for what took place after that, there was a funeral held for Vesper's crewmate and father figure Weston. And after that, the party decided that it was time to go back to Vallaki. I believe I have already added the gold and gems to each of your inventories. So all of you have that gold added, and you should see that there is a gem that is worth a certain gold value in each of your inventories, since that was split evenly. The other items and such are, it's kind of up to you guys how you would want to divvy that up and all that good stuff. But with that said, though, you all are on the way back to Vallaki.
We rich!
Yes, you're in the richest. You're rich in Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
It's like big, rich in a third world country.
Champagne taste, Barovia budget.
Champagne taste Barovia budget.
God.
So 1 second. We're actually gonna take a moment. And let me check something real quick. For the items themselves, because I believe that I said oil of sharpness. Did anybody claim that oil was sharpness with
I
that?
think that should go to Vesper, honestly.
So
I actually wanted to ask something about that before someone claims it and uses it.
mhm.
Is there any way through my alchemy background that I can first study it to learn how to make it?
There is a chance, but it is extremely slim. This is a very refined and like a high caliber potion. So the likelihood is low, and if you roll low enough, you will end up causing an issue.
As in, like, I get it used up.
Correct.
Ooh, okay.
So it's if you feel that is warranted. But as a reminder, what that is. Clear gelatinous oil sparkles with tiny, ultra-thin silver shards. The oil can coat one slashing or piercing weapon or up to 5 pieces of slashing or piercing ammunition. Applying the oil takes 1 minute. For 1 hour, the coated item is magical and has a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Yeah, I'm not going to fuck with that.
Okay, so I would like to hear, party talk amongst yourselves. This could be out of. Do you want this to be in character or out of character for this specific, item?
I think out of character would be more efficient.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you guys think should have it? I heard one person say Vesper.
Yep.
I think it should go to Anya, honestly. I use my fists more than anything.
Point.
And I mean, she's already got that strong ass sword, and
Yeah, I would agree with that generally, but you also have to remember that the oil makes the weapon magical, and her weapons are, one of them at least, is already magical.
I think it's her axe that is magical. Yes,
No.
her sword.
Yep.
I don't know. It'd be a waste on me because, like I said, I use my fists, and as soon as we level up, they become magical.
I think I remember Zaki saying that it only goes on 10 arrows, right?
5.
5? Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I feel like it should definitely be Anya.
Yeah, this is not. Unfortunately, this item is not good for range. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I even read that. I was like, that doesn't seem really proportionate.
Yeah, no.
No, it should be me, Lysander, the wizard.
He takes out a butter knife and just attacks people.
Do you all want a sec to maybe kind of noodle on that? Because I'm hearing two. So I'm hearing mostly 2 arguments right here. One from Belagor, one from Vesper.
No, I
each for
agree.
a
It
different
should go to
person.
Anya.
Okay. Does that any objections?
Mm-mm.
Going once for the pretty lady. Going twice.
Oh,
So to the big woman with the blonde hair.
Well, thank you. I will make good use of this when I slice off Strahd's head and everybody else who gets in my way.
Well, I'm quite insulted. No one offered it to me.
So remember this does so make sure you definitely just read it. It takes a minute to apply. But it lasts for an hour. So take that how you will in terms of how that might affect, when or where you kind of, apply that on your weapon. So that is now added to Anya's stuff. Next item of business. The pipes of haunting. Probably the one that everyone was the most indifferent about.
Well,
You
I'd
said you
like to
needed to have
learn how to play them at some point.
Yeah, you'd have to do a proficiency, right? So you'd actually have to know how to use them.
Yeah,
You must be proficient with wind instruments to use
which
these
none
pipes.
of us are, I don't think.
They have 3 charges. You can use an action to play them and expend 1 charge to create an eerie spellbinding tune. Each creature within 30 feet of you that hears you must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you for 1 minute. If you wish, all creatures in the area that aren't hostile towards you automatically succeed on the saving throw. A creature that fails a saving throw can repeat it at the end of its turns, ending the effect on a success. Creature. So what that means is that if you say if they are frightened, right, and they're running away, and it's getting to the point where it's more of a hindrance than a help, them running away from you or some such, then you can decide that they are no longer frightened by it. A creature that succeeds on its saving throw is immune to the effect of these pipes for 24 hours. Pipes gain 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
Cool. Can I learn how to use this thing?
It'll take a while, and that would take a free time activity. Learning a wind instrument takes a while.
Mm-hmm. Any one of us would have to learn how to use that,
Correct.
right? If we wanted to use it.
I don't believe anybody has a proficiency with wind instrument. I don't think.
Nope.
I don't think so, but let me double check.
Why is it that I'm imagining Vesper saying slide whistle?
Mhm.
Nope.
Nope.
You sure, Vesper?
I mean, what is?
Background, we paid people to play.
Wait, does it count? Tool? Is it a tool proficiency?
No,
No. Alchemist
I don't-
supply.
I don't know.
Is it
Why?
a weapon? Is it a
It's not
condition? Okay, no.
It's kind of a tool, but the thing is you
I
have to have a proficiency with a wind instrument to utilize it.
Yeah, nope.
But okay.
But I love to learn to eventually be able to use that.
Okay, so far the only person that I'm hearing have any interest genuinely is between Lysander and Belagor. Yes, so
Yeah, and if he really wants it, I can have it.
So any objections?
No, I don't think Lai's gotten. I think he's gotten the short end of the stick for some of the cooler drops, so I think it would be fun to give it to Lai.
It'd be fun RP-wise to also learn how to use that thing, like bing bong bing.
Well, no, I'm just again for some reason I'm thinking slide whistle. So you just hear after the quietness of night.
No, I imagine it's pretty. It's got more of like a harmonium vibe to it. It's like
For sure.
wind catcher, eerie, beautiful melody. Oh, I can hear it now.
So all right, it is now added to your inventory.
Wait,
And besides the main gold values, and yes, and this is more of just a take note that you have it. The gem from the Wizards of Wine. Because
I also have that session. Yes.
Yeah, you rip that out of the hut. So yeah, all right. So that is loot handled.
What about our long rest? I
Well,
just want to bring that up before we head
so
out.
if you remembered last time, I said you would not be impeded on the road, and you're going to get your long rest when you get back to Vallaki.
Okay, yeah.
So pay attention, old man Belagor.
Yes, old man Belagor.
Well, I thought you had said we won't be impeded in the bogs.
Well, you misheard. You were incorrect. Okay. So,
I am incorrect.
Correct. So, 1 second, because I am gonna start something up. I think that this is a good moment for a little bit of RP on the road.
Lysander's holding the wind chimes to his ear, and he whispers to himself, "Tell me your secrets."
Who are you talking to? Can I do it too?
This thing, Anya. Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle. Rolls it in her face.
All right, my turn. Where were you?
No,
on
no,
the
no,
night
don't
of...
touch it.
Oh,
He snatches it away. He's like, it must be attuned to me and me alone. I can't have your energies interfering with it.
I thought you were interrogating it.
No, I'm merely coaxing it into telling me its siren song.
Oh, okay. Tell him where you were on the night of tonight.
Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle.
I can't make heads or tails of what it is saying, Lysander. You'll have to interpret.
Yes, allow me. He starts making notes, checking the frequencies, jingling and jangling.
What is the scribbling?
Quick question. I thought they were like bagpipes.
It's pipes. That's all it is. It's not bagpipes. It's called pipes of haunting. Think like a.
I keep thinking it's a dream catcher. Can it be a dream catcher?
No.
You mean a...
Like, no, not dream catcher, like wind chimes. You know, like
Yeah.
the
No. Pipes of haunting. That's how they are described.
pipes. Never
So think of like, it looks essentially like a flute of sorts.
Yes.
And yeah, but carved out of an ornate wood. It looks sort of old and gnarled, but it's quite clean. So as the carriage is slowly making its way through there, Esmeralda is wrapping her arm with one of the bandages, and says, "So, from what I can hear, and Now that is at least one pain in the ass out of the way.
Oh, yes, I'm sure Strahd is fuming right now.
And she says, as she, ties it off, and says, if he's fuming, then that means that we will probably expect a response semi-soon, if he is fuming. Let's hope that Baba Saga wasn't necessarily a big factor. Because we all know where he'll go for first.
Lysander, did you happen to look around the hut anymore before we left?
No.
For reference, the loot was from the hut.
Oh, yes.
Was there anything else worth noting? Like, what happened with the baby image? What was that?
I think the baby's out. When Baba Lysaga died, the illusion of the baby disappeared. There's no more baby. We threw it out with the bathwater.
What?
It's a saying, Anya.
You threw a baby out with the bathwater?
The baby's no more. The baby is poof, gone.
Killed it with the bath? You drowned it
Yes,
in the bathwater
yes,
and disposed?
I killed Strahd baby. With my bare hands, I did.
You're terrifying, Lysander. How could you?
No.
It is just a baby.
I'm in my villain era now.
Oh no. Are you going to be the next Gwendolyn?
Hardly. My
Oh,
skin
thank
so
God.
much.
I couldn't take it if you switched on us.
Now, look, I believe someone was asking something. Well, did I look into the hut? Yes, I did. There's nothing else to be found.
And, we still have the gem, right?
We do have the cracked gem, yes.
Oh, it got cracked?
Yeah, just a wee bit.
Huh. Does that make it less valuable?
We're not trying to sell it, Anya.
Oh, right.
We're going to give it back to the Martikovs. At least Davian would need it. Maybe he could do something about fixing it.
And if not, maybe he can turn into like a nice little jewelry piece that, like the pins that they put on their shirt and they
What?
say,
This thing is
oh,
massive.
well, it's half broken. He makes.
My God, that would be quite the brooch, don't you think?
Yes, you can make it smaller, and then maybe all of us could have piece and brooch.
That sounds like too much investment for me. No, I'm not interested. I don't want it.
I also just remembered the only person who could probably do that was Smitty.
Oh, terribly sorry about that.
And,
Aren't we all sorry about it? Lysander glares at everyone else.
Leo's my friend too.
we never
Let's be
had
honest.
a funeral for him either.
Yeah, that might be something that we'll have to look into. Unfortunately, we're not always given the benefit of giving the same care for the ones that we care about.
We shall hold a special ceremony for him on our return to Vallaki.
Maybe we should do something all-encompassing for everyone that we lost so far.
It would raise spirits and whatnot. Although I hardly think it matters anymore.
Well, I don't know. It is nice gesture.
Nice, in a meaningless sort of way.
I think it's a good idea, Anya.
Yes, well, thank
I don't know what that accent was.
you.
Don't worry, neither do I. So as you all continue traveling along. You end up seeing the gates to Vallaki.
Look, everybody, it's the gates to Vallaki.
And I wasn't done. Smart
Still
ass.
funny though.
You'll be the first to fucking die.
Oh no, lie.
Goodbye.
Chrono shift.
So as a lot of the as some of the guards that kind of see your cart returning, and says, "Y'all open the gate, we're coming back." And as the car, actually no, not cart. You guys are walking back, actually, because you didn't bring the cart to the bogs, because it actually slows you down. So you're walking this.
Correction. Us are hobbling.
I was gonna say I can't imagine Lai wouldn't be complaining. So.
And like as you kind of come in, one of the guards actually takes note. Oh, they look fucking rough, Jesus. As you're coming in, some of you like more tired than others, having been have taken a lot of damage in that fight. Gates kind of shut behind you, and waiting there to greet you is Van Richten. He says, "Well, you all look worse for wear. Are you successful?"
I mean, say to you, your excuse.
He says, "Age."
Ah.
I love it how it's just a ah.
Ah.
And goes, "And I notice that you are a short one."
I am not a short one. I am like 6'6".
I meant the size of your group. You're missing one.
Oh.
Do I assume correctly? He says as he looks at you, Vesper.
Yeah, I lost someone.
He nods his head. I'm sure he was a good man. Now, you all look tired. Well, I've been brought to hell. Take some time to try and recuperate. There will always be more for you to do. I think you can take some time to rest.
Yes, well, you don't have to tell me twice. There's one thing.
What's up?
There is one thing, though, Van Richten.
He nods his head.
Any chance you'd be able to get a hold of Davian Martikov?
We've been getting sporadic word from him. What would you want to get a hold of him for?
Tell him to come to Vallaki. We have something of his.
Last he talked, he was insistent that you come to him.
Insufferable ilt. Yes, of course, we'd love to.
He quirks a brow and he says, "Reminder, he's at the place where you would actually start your journey to the Amber Temple."
Right, sorry, I'm just holding on to my last brain cell. You must excuse me.
I shall, like I do usually.
Lysander
turns away.
Like, literally, Lysander walks away while Van Richten is talking.
As he does that,
Like,
Anya's pointedly staring at his hands, like, how is he holding onto brain cell?
He just says, "It's fine. You all have had a difficult time. Some of you can act like narcissists if you wish." He says as he just moves over and pets his cat. "Right. Now, all of you get some rest. We'll talk when you're all rested."
I like how you said pets his cat as if Misha isn't a giant fucking tiger.
She's
Yes.
still a cat.
Was the statement I said incorrect?
I said what I
No.
said.
Did I stutter? It's like, that's a tiger. I know it is a type of cat. Did I stutter?
Tony the tiger.
Tony the tiger.
Suddenly I am craving
Um,
little flakes that taste like cardboard and sugar. Alright,
So-
I'm going to the inn.
This is y'all's opportunity to kind of RP as you wish before the long rest happens. I know there was talk of a joint funeral thing for multiple people who have, died up to this point.
Yes.
Lysander's already at the bar, so you'll have to track him down. He literally just walks in, goes to the bar, and he's like, "Hero of Yesterhill over here. I'm bleeding through the nose and through pretty much every single orifice in my body, and would like a non-stop round of margaritas. But bottomless mimosas, if you will. Do you have bottomless mimosas?
We only have wine.
I'll take it. A whole lot of it." And he spills a bunch of gold coin on the table.
How many?
10.
Go ahead and subtract 10.
I
Holy
will.
crap. You can drink for life
Then
with that.
one of them, the freaking bartender's eyes just widen, and well, you fucking heard the man, keep him coming.
Yes, get me more before I buy the place.
Oh god.
Uh,
That would be a terrible investment.
Sounds like an amazing investment, and it's going to become like an artisanal brewery. It would be so nice.
Except you can only get wine if it's made by the wizards of wine who happen to keep getting their gems stolen every other Tuesday.
That's what makes it so special and exclusive.
But the return on investment isn't that high if you have to go retrieve the gem yourself.
Yes, but every collection is limited edition.
Oh my gosh.
people.
That nobody can afford.
Yep.
Right.
Alright.
Well, where would be the best place for something like a mess, a funeral rites gathering? Belagor, what would you call this?
I'm not entirely sure.
Like
Awake?
no,
A
we
dirge?
are awake. We are awake, Scarlet.
No.
No,
A memorial.
Oh, that's the word.
a
Vesper.
vigil.
Thank you. Yes, yes, the vigilant memorial, where we are all awake. Yes. So, would that be the church or
And as
Okay.
you mentioned that, you hear a familiar voice from within the bar. He didn't seem to make himself known until you all kind of start coming in and talking. And you hear Ismark say, "The church is cleaned up, so if you need it for something like that, you can."
all right? Well, Belagor, you are a man of holiness. Is that something that you typically do at church?
Oh, it depends. In the event of Smitty, I think it'd be fitting. But I'm not sure Weston would like to be remembered in a church. What do you think, Vesper?
We had a holy man for a while, so it'll be fun.
It's the
Alright.
thought that matters,
The church it is?
And don't forget, there's still Erwin as well.
Yes, and Owen. Rest in peace and power, Short King.
Short king.
King.
Lies
Oh my god.
and bleeding out, so it's not a good mix.
So, plan is to use the church in some way. Yeah.
I think so.
Sounds like it.
Yep, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in that case, actually, give me one moment. Kind of talk out what that would look like though before I kind of play this out.
I think we need candles. Yes, candles would be a nice touch.
And wine, I think. I just bought a lot. I may have bought the bar's worth of wine.
Okay, I like where your head's at. What about like maybe some flowers? Or she looks at Scarlet. Some cabbages? I don't know. Food? Do we want food?
I thought I saw some flowers in the outskirts of Vallaki.
And I'm sure Conan can sniff out some cabbages.
Ew, we could make quite the bouquet.
Yes, a cabbage bouquet. Wait, it's not a wedding, Lysander. It's a
Memorial?
Memorial.
That's
Memorial.
right. It's a memorial.
You can have flowers at both.
But a
Yes,
bouquet?
You should definitely get the bouquets. I'm right behind you.
I'll go get the candles and the boys.
Yes, Anya. You should definitely get the candles. I'm right behind you.
Oh, you're gonna get candles and flowers? You're such a hard worker, Lysander. I can't believe how invested you're in this. I've never seen you so dedicated to something.
Lysander's taking wine shots.
Right.
Yes, I'm right behind both of you. Thank you.
Belgor, do you maybe want to prepare some holy words?
I'm gonna go up to the chapel now and think about what I'm going to say.
All right, and Vesper, what would you like to do?
Honestly,
You just let the man sit.
yeah,
Sorry, Vesper. Didn't mean to
Okay.
cut you off.
I don't know.
You can stay here with me and the rest of the bar. They're going to pack everything up and bring it over. Aren't you, boys? And he glares at the people that he just paid.
Pay like that? Fuck yeah.
Well, there you have it.
I'll help
Take
out.
a load off, Vesper.
All right. Well, I guess we'll meet at the church when we're done.
Yes, I'm right behind you.
All right.
Can you do me a favor before you go?
Me?
Yeah, he's talking to Anya.
Oh. Sure, Vesper. What's up?
He rummages through his stuff and pulls out the blood spear and hands it to her. Destroy this.
What?
It's not worth keeping around.
Are you sure?
It's been proven before we're easy to steal from, and none of us can truly use it to its potential. And I don't know about you, but even the thought of another round with Winter Splinter is not worth it to me.
Anya kind of looks around at the others to see if they are all in agreement before she
Did
does
the-
anything.
Did the others hear this? Or was it for Anya alone?
I
The
thought
only one he would probably speak loud enough to hear would be the drunken Lysander.
Oh, okay. So Lysander does add then. He's like, as much as I am loath to, discard of a powerful artifact, I think change is a good thing. And I'm with Vesper on this. No one should be able to use this. Not while we still have to deal with Strahd.
All right. Just to play devil's advocate, before I do anything that we might come to regret later, there's no chance that this is bad idea, right? Like, this isn't going to help turn the tides of anything. It's not going to bite us in the ass.
Oh, well, there's only one way of finding out.
Okay. Right. Then, here goes nothing. And, alright. So you see her, like, lift it and, like, raise her knee and try to, like, slam it down and, like, break it in half over her knee.
Roll me strength. It does not break.
Oh, that is harder than I thought it would be.
Come on, Anya, put your back into it.
All right, hold on. Let me let the sting wear off a little bit. Oh God. Who would have thought? I mean, I guess it's no. It is inconceivable. I break everything. Okay. One more time.
Good. It still does not break.
You see her knees like red and throbbing.
Well, looks like it's here to stay.
And then you hear from Ismark, or you're not using the right means to destroy it.
Explain.
Well, it's a magic weapon, right?
Yes.
Do you think it can be destroyed by non-magical means? Whether weapon or spell?
Have you seen these thighs?
Belagor draws Dawnbreaker and attempts to cut it in half right there in Anya's hands.
Oh God.
Without any warning?
No, he's gonna warn her first.
Then actually RP that out.
Oh, okay. Hold it out with your hands to either side. Give me a clean strike, Anya.
Oh God. I don't like this game of chicken. She like holds it out like as far as her arms will let her, and she kind of like turns her head slightly, and she's like squinting but very much watching, like she can't help but watch but wants to look away.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Go
You take
ahead.
the swing.
Wait, you're having her swing the spear against Dawnbreaker, or you're having
No.
yourself attack
Yeah.
with
Attack with Dawnbreaker.
then attack with Dawnbreaker? Go for it. You see a chink as a chip is made in it.
Ew,
Just
this
the
is
chip.
getting ridiculous. Flames down on Lysander's arm as a firebolt begins to form in his hand. Let me have at it.
Okay.
Just hold it up, Anya, so they don't nick you.
Oh God, it's gonna heat it up.
Roll at disadvantage due to intoxication.
Yes. I am very proficient.
Oh no.
Hang on. I have it on my hotbar. Do I just like shift
Control
click
click. Control click. Shift click is advantage. Control click is disadvantage.
it? Okay, I did it.
Oh.
You did it twice. So the first one, it's like, you know, it hits, but it's so weak that it's like kind of fizzles out as a, and then the other one like goes wide almost.
Oh God.
Did I get it?
You almost got me.
I'm
That-
great. Awful wizard.
Ismark says, I have another idea. Can I see it?
Wait. Someone else hold this. Let me swing at it.
That's what I was gonna suggest, but I had an idea of how.
Alright. Go ahead.
So he takes it, he moves 2 tables so that there's like a gap between them, and he places the spear like so that it's like a bridge between it. And he says, that sword you got there, overhand strike might do it.
That's what I was planning on. But you know what's this table thing? Why did you not speak up 3 strikes ago?
Because you all looked like you were having fun.
Ugh. And she would like take her sword and move over to it. She's gonna like ready it and like get in her stance, and you see her kind of like bopping up and down, like she's doing kind of some mini squats, like she's limbering up.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, all right, everybody stand back. And she takes her sword and like raises it over her head. And then she takes in a deep breath and her eyes go wide and you just hear her go, ah! And she swings it down with like everything she has.
As you hit it,
I can't even.
Your sword bounces off and it flies out of your hand and sinks right into the wall across this. And there's this tavern patron that's like right next to where it sunk into, going.
Oh, calm down. I'm sure the money that I just paid would be enough to cover that.
That's not going to be. That's going to the fucking bartender.
Anya walks over and like wiggles her sword out of the wall. Sorry. That was unforeseen. Alright, let me try one more time. She walks back over and does the same routine of limbering up, like just a few like squats and some stretches. She like cracks her knuckles and cracks her neck. Okay, this time I feel it in my bones. Everybody back up and maybe get away from behind me just in case.
You see, you hear all of the chairs.
Yeah. Belagor takes cover, flips over a table, and crouches behind it.
Okay.
Lysander takes another swig, stays where he is. You've got this, Anya!
All right. Oh, God.
It takes off again. However, it doesn't fly out of your hand.
Now it's time to burn the thing.
All right, what if we all hit it at the same time?
Let's go.
Belagor, come on.
Oh, holy Lathander. He gets up and he comes over and readies Dawnbreaker.
All right, I'm going to aim here. Belagor, you aim there. And Lysander just lights the whole thing on fire.
He's juggling a firebolt as you speak.
Again, still a disadvantage because of the damn. Because you're still drinking even while this is all going on, right?
Yep.
Go. One sec. I had to grab something. Let me check. Let me see these rolls. Fireball. So the fireball lands, but you notice that it basically kind of fizzles out as it comes into contact with it. Dawnbreaker bounces off as well. That strike on you is a lot better and hits, but it also still only makes a chip.
Oh, God. Alright. Again? Do we keep going till it's broken?
This time, I shall use my trusty dagger.
Okay. Well, then, you aim here. And
Right.
I'll aim here. And Belagor, you keep aiming there.
Alright.
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
So, as you all strike, Anya, yours nice hit bounces right off. Lysander trips over himself and kind of falls over. I'll say though, you don't spill any wine. Your other hand probably still holding a bottle, right, or something like that.
Yes. Safety.
Belagor, you feel a Dawnbreaker glows, and as it strikes down, you hit it exactly at the right way, and it snaps in half. As it snaps in half, all of you roll me dex saving throws.
Oh, shit.
Not just you three, but everybody in the bar. And Savvy, are you in the bar too?
She was.
Sorry. What am I doing?
Dex save. Belagor did a thing.
Why you gotta phrase it like I did something bad?
How is that phrase doing a thing?
Velagor did. Everybody rolled dex saves. Velagor did a thing. When she doesn't know the context, yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
To everybody else, it doesn't. So fuck off. So everybody else is able to, like, hold their ground as a massive shockwave of force comes around. Belagor, you're thrown to the ground as kind of like almost like as an immediate sort of reaction from your blade striking through. You see what appears to be this sort of barbarian spirit manifest before all of you, as this like manifestation stands over you, Belagor, and looks at you, and it just says, as it puts its arm right to its chest, "Thank you," and disappears.
You're welcome.
Whoa,
Big
I
scary
just
man.
got the chills. Look, Lysander, I have the goosebumps everywhere. Touch, look.
Have some wine, it'll make you feel better. He tips it down her throat.
God. Lysander, enough. I can't lie.
Keep going, you've got this. You've got this. God.
Okay. Oh, thank God. The bottle was not barely even full anymore. Oh, Lysander, you could have killed me. I could have drowned.
No, I think you're quite okay.
All right. The blood spear is no more.
No more.
So
To the chapel!
What's the plan? What is the plan for this whole chapel thing? Any preferences on who you want there? Obviously, I'm assuming it's not just the entire town, because that would take a lot of organization. Do you have any specific people you want there, or not really?
I feel like we would tell our close allies. Like, I'm sure the Paladin Order would be invited. The Mardukov boys, probably Victor. I would imagine and Van Richten. Sorry, Lai, what'd you say?
Yeah, same.
Oh, yeah. Sambuca, probably. Ismark and Irina.
But Lai is uninvited because he's gonna say something insensitive.
Just don't let him take the podium, and we'll be fine.
And let me go ahead and grab. Where is Ismark? Where are you? There you are. Let me go ahead and sort of get this arranged for y'all. All right. So, and let me go ahead and drop y'all. Actually, gotta use this real quick, but then we will get going. But first, I'm gonna move you all to the map. If it will work. Yep, there we go. All right, 1 sec, everybody.
Okay. Whoa, look at that.
Ooh.
I love how Conan's in a pew.
Is he? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He cute.
Shouldn't Anya be with the boys?
Probably, but I figured
I'm gonna.
they would. I mean, Anya's probably gonna be one of the people speaking, right?
Maybe. I'm gonna take this opportunity to switch to my chair.
Huh?
Eh?
At least I'm not the only one confused.
Oh my god, I'm all the way at the front? No.
A fairly simple thing to understand, my friends. I was not in my chair, and now I am.
Lysander, put yourself over here.
I can't move. The game's still
Oh.
paused.
Lysander,
I can't move.
it's time for magic.
I'm mage. I cast Gin Martini.
Is that what she really sounds like?
Jennifer
Because
Coolidge?
it's what, yeah, because it's what shit looks like she sounds like.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
I mean, unless she's fantastic at always putting on that voice anytime she's in public, I'm pretty sure that's her voice.
Mm-hmm. This memorial. My god.
What?
It's just really funny. People are like ascending into pews, and then the people from the bar are like bringing in barrels of wine.
Yeah.
Lysander's like secretly trying to gesture to them, just like, wait.
Put it over here. Put it over here. He's like just pointing and flailing. Bring me another.
Yep. And then for a glass as well for himself. And then getting confused, and then they end up bringing like the barrel down the aisle, and he's like, no.
All right, I am back.
There's like a communal one here with a giant straw for everyone to take a swig. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right. You're fixed by Wasabi. Yep, no problem. One sec. Okay.
I'm also-
What's that?
I'm also still on pause, by the way.
Well, yeah, you all are.
Everyone. It's everyone. Okay, cool.
No, you all are.
It's just you, Lai. You can't be
Yeah,
trusted.
I only paused you because you're a drunkard right now.
I know.
Does Foundry have the capability for you to only pause certain players, or it's all or nothing?
I think that there's an add-on I can get to pause only specific players, so I could if I wanted to. I just haven't seen a need for that yet.
Yeah. No, I never saw it happen, so I was just curious.
But as you kind of have invited all of your closest allies here, they all are sort of, sitting in. You have the Paladins of the Ardent Dawn. Nicholas looking better, but not fully recovered. Victor pretty much looking about as good as all of you. And Van Richten, Esmeralda, Irina, Ismark, the Mardukov boys, all are in attendance and such. So this kind of is y'all's moment to say a couple of words if you want.
Before we start, does anyone want to move?
Yeah, no, you can move now.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't have a specific spot.
Do you guys mind if I open this up?
Sure. I like how Vesper's just leaving. He's like, nope.
No thanks.
Belagor steps up to the altar and addresses the assembled. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the eyes of Holy Lathander to say goodbye to the dearly departed that we have so come to love and to cherish. Would anyone like to start us off with a few words?
But you starting us
Anya.
off? Who said that?
Anya, that's your cue.
Me? I will, I guess.
We will now hear a few words from Anya Lioncrest.
Right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to this impromptu
I'm sorry, I left blood on the floor.
1 sec. Should be clear now.
Nope, it's still there.
Mhm.
It's right here.
Jesus Christ. Is there a... Still there?
Belagor's like, all right, we'll hear from Lanya.
Do you see, so on your on the token controls, do you see a drop with a slash through it? Or no?
Yes.
Click
What
it.
do you mean by token controls?
What do you mean? What? Like where you move
the
yourself,
left.
your ruler. You see like the blood drop and the line through it? Click
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Clear blood. All right.
Jesus
Got it.
Christ.
Wow.
Thank you for attending this impromptu
Memorial, for God's sake.
Right, that. Thank you for coming to the wake of the memorial. We are gathered here today to honor the memory of those friends, family, friends, and loved ones. Oh, I said friends twice. Forget the second friends. It was not part of my speech.
You're doing great, sweetie.
The friend's so good, you ought to say them twice.
Among the people we are honoring today are Erwin Martikov, beloved friend, confidant, son, father, bar owner, man of the community, and heir to the Martikov winery. We also have Weston, the pirate lord, comrade, friend to all of his crew, father figure of Vesper, caller of dibs, and an all-around fearful pirate. We also have Smithy, the blacksmith of Krezik, heir to a dead guy whom we rescued to the beyond. He had many apprentices and is responsible for many a beautiful piece, among them the X on my back. Good friend, a good mentor, and a good person. And yes, so I think that is why we are all here today. I will say now a few words in regards to Erwin Martikov. You will be missed. Thank you for your endless sacrifice since the moment we all touched down here in Barovia, for the information, the support, the comfort. You were a wonderful person, a wonderful father, and a wonderful friend. You are survived by your two boys, whom we love very much, Boys, do you want to come say anything?
They're kind of hugging each other a little bit, and Bray sort of shakes his head. Brahm actually steps up.
Right. She, like, gestures for him to come stand next to her.
And he takes in like a deep gulp and says, hello, my name is Brahm Martikov,
Can
and
you see over this?
he's having to be on his tiptoes.
She'll pick him up.
Thanks, Sonia. So my father is was a really good man. You know, he's tried to fight for what was right, and unfortunately, that's also part of how he died. Which one might argue and say that well, that is how he would have wanted it. He wanted to be dying doing the right thing. And well, we're very sad. Me and my brother are very sad that we've lost a father, but we know that he won't die in vain. We know that the Martikov line will live with us. We know that we will persevere. And I wanted to say thank you, everybody, for being here. Because things have been very hard, and I really miss my papa, especially ever since we lost mom. So, yeah, that is what I have to say about that. He says as he kind of hops down and gives you a little bit of a hug on the side, Anya.
She hugs him back and kind of whispers, like, well done.
He nods and he goes back over and continues comforting his little brother.
Is mentioned Erwin Martikov put his life on the line in order to rescue myself, for which I may not be here today, and so I thank you for your sacrifice, friend, and I miss you. Anyway, that is it for Erwin Martikov. Would anyone else like to say a few words before we switch to the next person in this
Memorial!
right, the memorial. And she, like, looks around the room, like, kind of eyes pleading for someone to come take her spot.
Lysander is passing through the guests going, would you like to sign the guest book? Also, refreshments in the...
Belagor sees the pleading in her eyes and goes to take her place.
Oh, thank you, Belagor.
It's okay. You go sit down. As was said before, beloved father, beloved friend, critical ally, exceptional spy master. These are all things that could be said of Erwin Martikov, a man whose compassion and generosity exceeded only his wisdom. Without him, we would be lost. Today, we honor him in addition to the others that we have lost. Where is he? Where's Vesper? Vesper! Why don't you come up and say a few words?
I have nothing to say right now.
You leave him alone. He doesn't want to say anything.
Would you like to say anything, Lysander?
Yes, would you like to sign the guest book?
Moving on.
Belagor, maybe Sambuga wants to say something?
He looks at Sambuca.
He quirks his head to the side. He was more than an adequate captain, skilled in many different fields. He will be missed by both me and Vesper very dearly. And as he starts talking about Weston, and he says, We do not do usually something like this. What we did in the bogs usually is enough. However, if this is your culture's way of saying goodbye, I will accept for now.
For now.
And he goes, there is only one thing left to do. And he says, and once we get out of here, we will purchase a ship and continue exactly as we did before we came to this cursed land in honor of him. You are in my spot, boy.
Jeez. Lysander, oh my god.
And then Smitty, I guess. Who would speak for Smitty besides Anya? Oh, probably
Actually,
Isaac. Like,
that's that.
That's Mark, yeah.
He's Mark, not he's
Sorry.
not Isaac. Isaac is a completely different person.
You're right.
Isaac
Mark.
is rotting in the ground.
Like Ismark looks at you, just kind of like, I'm offended. No,
I didn't mean to mess that up. I'm sorry.
oh, you're good. Smitty was probably the best smith that I've ever known. Probably the best smith that most of us have known. He rose to the occasion when needed and pushed people forward in order to do better. His death is, well, it's heartbreaking. I've known him for a while. He didn't deserve it. He didn't even need to fight. But he pushed himself to do so because he felt it was the right thing to do. I think that all of us can take something away from that. Determination and perseverance in the face of things that are very, very difficult. And as he says that, you hear two prominent giant knocks on the door. Right here.
What?
Now,
Just
who the hell is that?
Should I go look?
Oh, look.
Who's there?
Vesper, be careful.
good.
Is it Strahd?
As you open the door, on the floor is a bouquet of black roses with a note on it with the seal of Ravenloft.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Vesper, what is it?
Flowers. He stoops down to pick them up to read the note.
Are they
So you-
cabbages?
You pop open the note.
Yeah.
Are you going to read aloud?
He'll move back up after. Move up here to read it.
All right. Is everybody ready to hear what is on the note?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ronald Weasley.
How
Shut
dare
the fuck
you
up.
take back Tom?
Absolutely disgraceful!
Oh, I'm not
Now
mad at
facing
you.
an inquiry at work, and it's entirely your fault!
Oh, I
If you put another toe out of line, we'll send you straight home!
course I don't.
Congratulations for getting into Gryffindor. Your father and I are so proud.
Of course, I don't blame you, Harry dear.
I had to get that out of my system, otherwise it would come out in the actual note itself.
Ronald Weasley. Sorry, that was priceless. Please continue.
So as you break open and the seal busts open, it is written in a very fine cursive, and it is entitled, "My dear and illustrious friends." And I will use Strahd's voice for this because I feel like it's a little fitting. It brings me great displeasure to know of your friend's passing, especially knowing that all of it in the end was very much avoidable. I gave you very many chances in the beginning to be able to end this nightmare, and yet you still persist, thinking that you are indeed the ones in the right. I find it intriguing that you push forward. How many more people need to die? How many fathers must be lost? Friends buried? What cost will be too high before you accept that you are fighting an inevitable battle? My ambition knows no bounds, my reach limitless. Yet you all think that you can continue to defy me. Know this. I will grant you but a bit of time to grieve for what you've lost. In 3 days' time, I want you to come to Castle Ravenloft if you have any desire to speak of any sort of peace. If not, I will take that as a direct declaration of war, and I will stop holding back. You all have 3 days, so use them wisely. Signed, Strahd von Zarovich.
Well, he knows about Baba's La Saga. Poppycock. Horse shit.
3 days? That is like nothing.
It is an intimidation tactic. We are already in open war against Strahd.
But 3 days, that's not enough time to get Vallaki ready against him not holding back. And we still wanted to go to the Ember Temple.
He's trying to discourage us, to scare us.
And Van Richten kind of stands back up, kind of like leaning on his cane, and he says, well, regardless, it leaves us with a decision. Well, Anya is correct that 3 days is not enough time to be able to get Vallaki ready for whatever onslaught Strahd would be. Granted, I doubt that any amount of time would be. He has indeed been blunting his blows as of late. However, killing Baba La Saga has shown him that we are maybe a bit more than just a thorn in his side. So this is a decision we must make. I assume that peace was never an option. Yes? He says, looking at you all.
Of course not.
Exactly. So this is where the decision comes into play. Either make a play for the Amber Temple, or try to entertain and distract him at his castle on that third day. But both cannot be accomplished.
Distract him from what, though?
And he says, entertain whatever it is he wants to talk about. Obviously, there must be some sort of condition that is going to be applied to it.
We're playing right into his hands.
Either way, you take a risk. If you go there to talk to him, you might find yourself just wasting the time that you could have spent doing something else that would have been actually able to help you. But if you go to the Amber Temple and it doesn't yield the results that you wish, well then, Vallaki is unfortunately more than likely on the dinner plate for him.
Might be anyway. He knows we seek the Amber Temple and is actively trying to dissuade us.
It is your decision in the end.
I think it is everyone in this room's decision. I mean,
Well,
if we leave to go for the Ember Temple, you all are left here, potentially facing a battle without us to help. And if we go to dinner and we waste time, instead of going to the Ember Temple, then that also might say doom for Vallaki at a later date. I don't know what the right choice is.
too timely. It's too timely that we off Baba Saga. We plan on going to the Amber Temple, and he sends this little missive to us to break our resolve. I'm sorry, but the Amber Temple is too important. I would go there.
We can't sacrifice Vallaki if it's on the chopping block.
But
We don't
isn't everything on the chopping block at this point? It's not a matter of if, it's just when. Victor, last time we were here and we left for Vallaki, you had said something about preparing for war. What did you mean, and did you manage to accomplish anything for that?
Unfortunately, when I said that, I had the assumption that we would have Krizik on our side, but that did not end up happening. We ended up losing Krizik. Much less was able to be accomplished. Even the silver that we've been able to take hasn't been able to garner much overall. If we were to get to assault, Vallaki would probably collapse, more than likely. Even with the bolstering from your automaton friend thingy. My name is Sambuca. Yes, I know!
Well,
As well as the bolstering from the paladins.
in the church, at least wards off anything except for Strahd, right?
That's an assumption, but yes. We don't know what it actually stops from getting in, other than, well, you know, vampire spawn, specifically. We don't know if other creatures are able to still attack and waylay. We don't know if it has limitations. We don't 100% know truly what they are capable of, and what Strahd himself has just decided not to send. Does that make sense? It makes sense in Victor's head.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
So, aside from the monstrosities that we have already witnessed, there may be things that Strahd has yet to unleash.
We don't know. None of us do. We haven't seen him take the gloves off before. Van Richten kind of chimes in. If you all wish for my decision, I'm in agreement with Lysander. The Amber Temple, based off of your card reading, talks of a weapon. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
A weapon
Correct.
used against Strahd.
What was its exact wording?
Loading, roleplay, and you.
Everyone probably looks to Lysander.
The card is the. Was it the
One on the left.
the bishop?
All the way on the left. Whatever one is all the way on the left.
Yeah. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. What you seek lies in a pile of treasure beyond a set of amber doors. We are destined to go there. And he knows this.
Which means that if he knows this and is trying to place this, that card holds value true to what is there. And so far, unless I'm incorrect, none of those card readings have led you astray.
Not as far as I know, no.
Anya, raises her hand and just waits to be called on.
And you hear from Andric, the tall lass with blonde hair.
Oh, thank you, Andric. I had a thought that might work and might make some of us feel a little better about leaving Vallaki while we go to the Amber Temple and ignore Strahd, because frankly, he's an asshole and very easy to ignore, and I can see why Irina doesn't ever answer his DMs. Would you like to hear it?
Van Richten nods his head.
Okay, this plan would require Scarlet, myself, and Conan. If you are potentially in agreement, Scarlet. But if I recall, there are some wild wolves around the area. What if Scarlet and I could talk to them and maybe convince them to like patrol the area in exchange for food provided by the village? And if they see anything approaching, they can sound the alarm and give you advanced warning so you can prepare. And maybe where they sound the alarm from can indicate what direction you need to fortify or get ready for an attack.
I'm not
It's-
opposed.
Well, if our preparations are any indication, it would mostly serve for people to evacuate and try to leave and try to get away, I'd say.
Well, whatever it is, it certainly couldn't help to have a little advance warning, at least from things that approach on ground.
One point I do want to point out about that, if we are on a time crunch, kind of like what Strahd is saying, that could take too much valuable time needed to be used for traveling. We still need to make our way over to the Vistani camp and talk to the one Dusk Elf, and from there then make our way to the Ember Temple, so...
As a point.
What
It's-
if we talk to the wolves on the way, and we can talk to Conan, and Conan can howl and try to strike up agreement in his own language?
Assuming they don't attack us on sight, it might be possible.
Have we not reached out to them already? Where has their aid been so far?
We've tried twice now.
No, you guys are thinking the werewolves. I'm just saying regular wolves. They want food, they attack for food. If village provides food in exchange for them as like patrol units, then maybe it can be a beneficial relationship for both parties. I don't mean werewolves. Normal wolves, like Conan. And she like points to the pup.
Bork.
Well, perhaps if we were able to encounter them on the way.
Well, like I said, that's the beauty is if we don't, Conan can howl. Their howl travels quite far, doesn't it? That's how they communicate as a pack anyway. And if we do come across them, then Scarlet and I can talk to them directly. It can't
Can't
hurt.
We could... I think that we can see it. And, as much as I hate saying it, boys, it looks like we're gonna be defending again. You kind of hear a sigh from both of them. And says, don't you start with me. And Eastmark says, I'll probably end up staying here as well. And Victor says, Bestie.
Bestie, we could use you.
He kind of steps over. He says, Victor would like to say something.
Yes?
Victor was given responsibility of Vallaki. Yes, Victor is not seen as personable. Victor is seen as weird. But Victor also knows that it's his responsibility to make sure this city and town, whatever we are calling it now, is safe. And Victor can't do that when he has adventuring with besties.
Fair enough.
If it's any consolation, Victor, I like your weird.
Thank you. You've risen up rank to bestie number 2.
Ha ha! Suck that, Belagor.
Oh.
Just the oh.
Oh.
That was too perfect. So okay. Van Richten is in favor of going for the Amber Temple. Is it sounding like everybody else is starting to be on board with that, along with him and Lysander?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, Anya's on board as long as they can try at least to give Vallaki a little extra boost.
Sambuca looks at you, Vesper. So what will it be, Captain?
He cuts his eyes to Sambuca for a minute before nodding. Even before the bogs, I was the one to bring up the Amber Temple, so I'm with you.
Do you need me to stay here?
Either way you go, there's a chance you'll die. But if you stay here, you can at least help defend others.
Whatever your orders are.
You'll stay with the Paladins.
Great, we get the fucking clickety clanky. I will kill you. Okay, less friendly. And Brum looks over to you, Anya, and says, "Will you promise that you'll be back?"
Of course, when have you ever known me not to come back?
Things are just getting really scary now. And, well, I just want to... And you see Irina kind of pat both of them on the back. And says, It's normal for you to feel afraid. I understand. But, and she gestures to Anya, Anya is one of the greatest heroes of Yesterhill that there ever was. Of course she'll be back. We all will.
What about Irina? Is she coming or staying?
Irina steps forward and steps over and says, whether I have something to say, if everyone will hear me.
Well, you might as well. Seems like people have a lot to say.
This
Memorial!
Right, the memorial is turning into a confessional.
I am fucking terrified. I've always been. Everything about this has been terrible. My entire life has practically been ruled by a man who wishes to take me as his. I don't have any agency. I don't have any real direction that's not that's my own. Whatever is in that Amber Temple lies answers to all of this. Everything from why he is obsessed to me, what that came from, and what do I mean in this world. So whether I die or not is irrelevant. I'm going with you.
I was wondering when you were going to snap.
Yes. Also, we want
Well,
to...
you fucking found it, she says as she moves over to the side. And she just kind of...
We weren't going to send you off to Castle Ravenloft by yourself.
I know. But...
Although it would have been a good distraction tactic to help Vallaki out.
Ismark just like stares at you. Alright. So
Esmeralda and Van Richten, are you coming with us?
the chance to be able to find something that's going to kill the bastard that I've been trying years to do. How could I resist? And for once I actually am going to be able to travel alongside you again. And Van Richten just kind of chuckles. Just try to keep up.
Oh snap!
It's like, keep up? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're an old man who is slow and achy. I don't know.
Hey, we got you there, Eze. That bird good.
uh,
And,
can I?
and he just replies to, "If you're slower than an old man, you have other issues." But go for it, Anya. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, Ismark and Victor, well, everyone really that's staying behind. Can I ask for one of you to keep an eye on and be in charge of the boy's safety while we are gone?
As Ismark is about to speak up, Andric immediately steps forward and he says, "If you trust me enough with it."
She like looks to Belagor real quick, like, what do you do?
What can I me for?
She just like gestures to Andric.
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, okay, Andric. Just like if you're gonna teach them anything, maybe like,
Oh, we'll have a grand time.
She leans down, boys. He's not as good a fighter as me, so if he tries to trick
Fucking
you,
hear ya! I'm standing right here. You're acting like all of a sudden if you drop yourself down to a whisper, even if it's in front of my face, I'm not gonna hear it.
As I was saying, if he tries to, negate anything I've taught you, just kick him in the shins. Alright, I think we're squared away. Good luck. Good job. Right, okay. Excuse me, coming through. Pardon. Did you hear what I whispered?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
No, before that.
What?
Oh, she said...
The shin part?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
kicking in the shin, yeah.
I didn't know if my mic picked it up.
Yeah. It did.
So,
Andric heard all of it. but-
unfortunately, real life circumstances have come up and I need to go, but I will try to be back before the end of session.
Okay.
I apologize, my friends.
See you later, Belagor.
Alright, take care of yourselves.
All right. See you later, Belgor. Take care, man. One sec. One sec. All right. So, as this kind of comes, I'm gonna kind of group up and show everybody who's sitting behind and make sure that everybody's kind of clear on it, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And those that are going along with, and even you, Belagor, I am Belagorbot.
Belagor.
And Van Richten says, "And don't worry, it's not just us. We also have an old cat who still has claws." He says with a smile. And he looks at Conan and looks at Scarlet. He gets along with other animals, right?
Yes.
And he nods and he says, "Well," or I'm trying not to do like a sharp whistle that hurts the mic.
No, that was
And
fine.
and as he whistles, the door gets basically forced open as Misha comes in. And he says, "Well, I guess we have our group. Any other addendums before we conclude this in memoriam?"
I wish I could write a letter to Strahd to be delivered in 3 days' time that just says, "Fuck you, monster." But I know that is a bad idea.
And he says, "Yes, let's not aggravate him too much." All right. So, are we all ready for me to move us off this map?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So, we kind of have our group plan. It is a race against time now. Everybody, go ahead and give yourselves the benefits of a long rest.
Ooh.
And I'll also do it for Belagor. All right. Any other small things before you all get on the road, though? And because the way it's going to go is Vistani camp, if that makes sense. And then it's gonna from wherever that way, it's going to be the path to the Amber Temple.
I mean, I would imagine we would grab like provisions and stuff, but aside from that, I can't think of anything else Anya would need to do before leaving.
Okay.
Apparently, Lai is having technical difficulties with his mic.
Okay. Other two, anything before kind of leaving?
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. I just said that during this long rest time, I'm resummoning TikTok. I don't think it went through.
Okay, we got TikTok again.
Yeah.
Is there anything that anybody you want to talk to, y'all kind of have a one-on-one with before leaving? Anything? If any of you would like that.
Good.
I'm good.
Okay, I heard. I'm good. Scarlet, you're good too?
Yeah.
Okay. And Anya?
Yes.
All right. As you're at the gate, there is a familiar face waiting for you all, though.
Oh God,
It's Blinksy.
I thought it was Heinrich.
No, it is Blinksy and Heinrich.
Oh.
No. Ew. Lysander Ledry goes, ew.
Double trouble! No,
That's forever their term now when they're together.
We're the dynamic duo! First Blinksy approaches and says, hello there, everybody.
Wait,
I wanted...
I'm sorry,
No.
before you continue, can you imagine if Blinksy and Heinrich teamed up to make a company of, like, toy coffins? That you, like, push a button and, like...
No, stop, don't talk, don't say anything, don't say anything.
Okay. Go
Legitimately say nothing more. Okay? Because Blinksy does have a gift that him and Heinrich came up together with.
Oh my god.
How do I keep doing this? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
No.
So, well, Blinksy says, I understand that maybe we have not all been on best terms. He says that, like, trying not to look at Lai, but, you know, unintentionally doing so. Shut up! But, I thought that I would give something for your journey, for the five of you. And even though you've been mostly kind of cunts to me, with the exception of one of you giving me a lot of money, I thought I would help too. And, as he opens it up, and it is 5 little coffins. And he says, press the button.
Oh my god. Zach, I'm so sorry.
Vesper pushes the button.
As you push the button, it pops open, and a toy Strahd pops out with a stake rammed in its heart. And he goes, think of it as good luck for, you know, what you plan on doing. I thought you might appreciate it.
I love this. I am going to name him Strahd.
And he says, also, the way you push it back in is you push the stake into the heart. And like if you push it, it pushes the stake deep into the chest and like pushes like the actual like little figurine that pops out back in, and the coffin doors close. And it says also, I recorded I wanted to try and find for it to be able to give off noise, but I am not that skilled. So that is what it is. So I hope that this gives good luck to your group, yes?
Yes. I cannot get over the mechanics of this. How did you do it?
And Heinrich says, well, I know coffins, and I know toys. So I put our sort of, well, ideas together.
You know what? Anya has gift for you.
Which one?
You can share ownership. I only have one, but as a gesture of your kindness and everything else, I present to you. And she like rummages in her satchel and like pulls her hand out. And just has like a handful of like lint. Oh no, that's not it. Hold on. She like shoves her hand back in, rummages around, pulls out like a wrapper of some kind to like the wine bottle top or whatever. No, not that either. She like rummages one more time. Ah, I found it. And she will pull out her Dwayne The Rock Johnson with googly eyes. She hands it over toward both Blinksy and Heinrich. I present to you Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He is good pet, house trained, potty trained. You know, so if you want to, you know, share ownership, maybe you get him Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you get him Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, he can maybe have like spa day or something. That is what I was doing with him before. You know, I'll leave it up to you guys, but here you go.
Well, they seem quite appreciative as they go ahead and snag it. And Heinrich says, wow, that's actually very thoughtful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And yeah, that is the sending off gift from Blinksy and Heinrich. Does this elicit any sort of reaction from Lai?
He's just looking at his coffin and shudders and looks up and goes, I shall be sure to cherish this for the rest of my days. And then sort of mage hands it away from himself.
Just hopefully it's a bit more than a couple of days.
Thank you, gross old man. Really appreciate it.
You know my fucking name!
Ew!
Sorry. Comes out
Terrifying.
But yeah. Vesper, any reaction from you?
He just gives a slight nod and tucks it away into his bag with a thank you.
I see, I see Vesper just staring blankly and like slowly just holds up like a thumbs up, like.
Scarlet, what's your reaction to getting this from an outsider? Pretty creepy fucking toy.
Conan, did you get that?
Huh? He kind of looks up at you curiously.
We stab.
Bark. Happy barks, so yes.
Let's do it.
All right. With that, though, you all get in not one, but two carts. Because it's now Van Richter's cart and Esmeralda's.
Ah, yes.
All right. Now it's instead of the A team, the C team. No, I'm just kidding.
A-team.
And it's you know, the A-team theme on the recorder flute.
Can't really play it right now.
On your way over there, as you approach the Vistani camp, Van Richten makes sure to stop his cart well before. They all they have their weapons drawn, but they aren't like that. It's not like they're about to attack. As your cart comes by, and one of the Vistani says, "State your business."
Well, we are looking for, she looks at Lysander. What was his name?
We're here to see the Dusk Elf.
What he said, yes. He's expecting us.
There are plenty of Dusk Elves here. You're gonna need to be more specific. And as he's like, and again, they seem kind of not exactly positively disposed to you all. And you see a familiar face kind of like step up and grab his shoulder. He says, "They're fine to move in." As Luvash steps up, the man whose daughter you all saved.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hello.
He says,
Whose
I
brother
assume-
tried to kill us.
mm-hmm. He just kind of looks at you. He doesn't. It's kind of like that look that he knows what's happened to his brother. And he says, "You're here for Casimir, are you not?"
Indeed, we are.
That was his name. That's right.
He's been talking with another old man for a while. Mentioned that they would be expecting you soon.
Yes. Another one of our compatriots.
I assume my brother is dead.
You brought it
Dead
on
as he'll
himself.
ever be.
What, Vesper?
Vesper says he brought it on himself.
He has good
This-
point.
This much I understand. Was it quick?
For what it's worth, it was a good fight, and the killing blow was quick. In fact,
In-
if I'm not mistaken, the killing blow was his own, intended for me.
He nods his head. Well, if he was going to do something like that, it would have been something similar later down the line, more than likely. I do not hold resentment. And go to the man that seeks you. He is expecting you. And after that, a lot of the Vistani essentially, sheathe their weapons and stand aside.
Thank you.
Excuse me, don't mind me.
Coming
Excuse me.
through.
Coming through.
Pardon.
Sorry.
So sorry. Excuse me.
Stand aside, please.
Excuse me.
Move it!
As you approach the hovel, there are elves who are standing guard who allow you in. And as you approach into the hovel, you see Casimir, which you should, I believe, still have access to that art. And Davian Mardukov are sitting across from each other.
Oh, my Lord Davian, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you as well, Lysander, young Master Lysander. He says as he kind of like races up a teacup. Casimir says, "You've all returned, which means that you also all are prepared for what is to come next."
Yes, well, as prepared as we can be.
Exactly. Please, sit. We have a bit to discuss before we get on the road. And Davian nods in agreement and says, "It's been a while since I've seen you all, but something tells me that you're privy to more than I am at this point."
Davian can see that Anya is having a very hard time making eye contact with him. And feels very Guilt is written across her face.
He looks over at you, Anya, and kind of lets silence sit there for a little bit. I don't blame you. It is something that showed his quality. As a father, I wish that I saw it sooner. But I guess that's how it is. You don't realize what you have until you've lost it. As for what's this of the Wizards of Wine, our winery has almost been completely destroyed.
Ooh, that reminds me. Lysander digs through his pack and yanks out the gem.
His eyes widen. You have it back.
Yes, Baba Lysaga was using it to power her monstrous hut. Almost ate me from within.
But let me see it, please.
There you go. It may have been damaged. It was like this before.
He nods as he's looking it over.
Sander.
It is weak. It is much weaker than what it was before, but it still has life in it.
I assure you, I did not cast a magnify gravity spell over it.
Oh, I can already tell you did, but it's okay. And he gestures to some of the stress fractures. This didn't come from somebody whacking it with an axe.
You are going to blame me?
Are you asking that to Lysander or him?
She just said it in general because she wasn't really looking at anyone and she just heard whacking it with an axe and she's like, what? I didn't do it!
It was an example on ya now. But regardless, though, this gem living means that so can the Martikov line in our winery. We can return, we can rebuild. He says as he's clasping his hand over it.
Yes, welcome.
I haven't done this in a while. He stands on very shaky legs. Walks over to you, Lysander, and hugs you.
Aw. Lysander gives him a gentle hug back so as to not break his ossified old man bones.
Yeah, definitely old man bones. Then his attention goes to Anya.
Oh.
And he says, I know where all these paths go to. Either our destruction or Strahd's. Make sure he feels it.
She nods. For what it's worth, I am so sorry. And I've been trying really hard to make sure your grandsons have been okay.
Well, once I see you off here, that is going to be my next destination.
I think they would very much appreciate seeing your face.
He nods his head. Casimir says, not to sound rude, but we do have business to discuss.
Ah, right.
Oh, yes.
About that, so we were recently given a note from Castle Ravenloft threatening us with total utter obliteration and war, no punches spared if we don't go see Strahd in 3 days' time. So, how long would it take to get to the Ember Temple from here?
2 days.
Oh, okay. And if we hustle, because, Anya can be very strict about timeliness and getting places faster.
Scratches his chin. I don't see it. 2 days is a generous estimate, is what I'm meaning.
Okay. So that is with the drill sergeant thing. I got it.
He nods. And I will not accept just running us into exhaustion because you will not have the strength to climb.
There's climbing involved.
Which comes to why we need to discuss it. He pulls out the Barovia map. And he actually he takes what looks like an inked pen, and he starts drawing a line. He says, most people take a path to the Amber Temple if they were to have used it. From here, that is. Also, I don't know if you see the drawing coming up. It's not there yet. Sorry, one sec.
I see you moving your pointer, but I don't see anything like... There we go.
And he goes, sorry, it dragged down on accident on this part. And he says, most people take that. That is a 4 to 5 day journey. We're taking another passage. We are going this way.
Oh, aren't there like a lot of creatures along the way, that way?
And he says, indubitably.
What kind, by chance?
Well, it depends on what it is. In this portion along the Luna River near the Bogs of Breeze, we can expect anything from just undead, a rabid vampire spawn. If we're unlucky, werewolves as well. We get to the hills themselves. We might be dealing with enemy spirits and ghosts and such. Once we get to the mountains, though, that is where we could run into some. Yetis do tend to stay in that side of the mountain.
Yetis? Excuse me.
Bless you, Lysander. What is a yeti?
Think of a large gorilla-like creature with white fur.
Oh, so Belagor. Okay.
Belgorbot cannot dispute, as Belgor is not here.
This Scarlet,
Yes.
before we get too far from Vallaki, did you want to try having Conan maybe ask for help from his wolven brethren?
Well, yes, why not? He can understand us, so any basic commands I give him. So, Conan, why don't you howl for some wolves?
Okay.
Help.
He lets out a howl. Like he goes out and lets out a howl. Like he doesn't just do it inside. It does it inside and makes it like hurts everybody's ears. Thanks, Conan.
I mean, he's just a little stupid sometimes.
Or
But he's cute.
when he goes out, how long would you wait to see if anything comes?
I think if we're looking for wolves, we can just wait to see if something responds back.
Yes, but I'm saying how long would you be willing to wait before getting a response back?
Not that long.
Define it. Minutes,
5
hours?
5 minutes? I don't know.
I'd say like
okay.
5-10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. By 10 minutes, unfortunately, there's no response.
What do you think, guys? What do we should do next?
Well, we can't sit around all day, so maybe we keep trying here and there along the way to the Amber Temple? Anyone else have any thoughts?
Well, we're not taking the longer way. We don't have time.
No, I'm saying we can ask Conan to shout toward his friends along the way. It won't take that much more time.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yes, along the way, there must be more wolves. Also, I should mention that the Dusk Elf is with us, right? As we're traveling, we haven't left.
Yes, we haven't left
Casimir.
yet. You have not left yet.
We haven't left yet. Okay. He's like, I'm sure we could do that along the way. Yes. But you know, Casimir, there's something else that I'd like to bring up with you.
And he quirks a brow. Go on.
Last time we were here, we were betrayed by one of yours. Another Dusk Elf who distracted us, while something very dear and very precious to us was stolen.
Did you get a good look at his face?
Vesper?
I did, yes. Well, somewhat.
Try roll me a history to see how accurately you can describe. Unfortunately, a lot of the descriptors you give is a little bit too general. He says. So that means that there is a traitor.
Yes.
But
Watch for that.
He says, unfortunately, I will not be able to deal with it until we conclude our business with the Amber Temple, but that is very concerning.
I'd like to inside check him to see if he's maybe trying to fib or cover up for one
Go
of
for
his
it. Seems to be telling the entire truth.
Okay.
Being genuine.
Right then. Now that we've cleared that bit of unpleasantness, shall we get to move on, everyone?
I need to go to the restroom real quick. So what about other two? Vesper Scarlet.
I'm good to go.
Yep.
Okay. Give it a second for Anya to get back.
I'm here.
real quick. Okay, awesome. Oh, back. All right.
Let's go.
In that case, as you all kind of pile onto your carts and such, you all get going. I would like 2 1d100 rolls, please.
I'll do one.
Okay. Lysander, give me a d20, please.
Coming right up. Where is it?
Okay. Everybody go ahead and give me a sec. I need to make sure I got everything I need. Okay, that's odd. All right. Yeah, sorry, everybody. 1 second. Okay. Okay, that's all of you guys. All right, so that's a d20. So I would like it, if you all don't mind, if I could get from somebody else 1d12, 1d8.
1d12 what?
1d8.
1d12 plus 8?
A d8.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. 1d8.
Yeah, a 1 and a 1d12. So you would roll a 1d12 and a 1d8. So anybody else who wants to do the d12? All right, let's see what that is.
Uh-oh. We're being accosted.
Ruh-roh.
Who knows? Maybe it's a basket of puppies.
I'm at the wrong airport.
It's the hags.
Oh, God. We just hear,
Ooh.
and then I said, what the fuck you? We're in Bermuda.
So, Conan has been howling periodically to try to get wolves, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
After one of them, as you're like kind of, still having this sort of, like trying almost like a Marco Polo sort of thing. Here. In response.
Oh boy.
And unfamiliar to you, but familiar to the party. A familiar man, at first, a werewolf comes from the forest in front of your cart.
A werewolf.
Then, as it looks at you, you see slowly it turns back into a human form. As you see Emil.
Ooh, mew. Well, hello.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
What?
What is
We've been trying to reach you, Emil. God damn it. Finally.
I've been unfortunately preoccupied. Van Richten's hand is firmly on his cane sword, but he hasn't drawn it yet. He's kind of like looking around, and Esmeralda goes, "No, these good one." He just says as he's just staring.
Well, look, we're on important business, and Vallaki could use yours and your brethren's aid.
He says, "Not really, brethren, unfortunately.
Wait,
Not well yet, at the moment, at least."
are you a lone wolf?
Technically, at this point now,
I thought you were the alpha. What happened?
I never said I was the alpha.
Alright, I assume because of your good looks and your charm, obviously.
Thanks, I really try my best. And he goes, "A new alpha is there, and he does not like me. So,
Is
therefore,
this new alpha, in works with Strahd or
yes."
Oh, great.
And he says, "I've been trying to find you all for a bit, but I've also been having to dodge being hunted by my own.
Well,
I'm not expecting you to drop everything. All I'm saying is that if you find that you are in need of help and need to find a way to get some actual aid on your side, go to Krezek again. I'll be there."
you're going to just live in Krezek by yourself?
He says, "It's a good hideout, for now at least."
No, go to Vallaki. Tell them we sent you.
He says, "They'll sniff out that I'm a werewolf, though. They'll
It
put me to
doesn't
the sword."
matter. It doesn't matter. Here, I'll write you a note with my seal on it. We vouch for you, and you could probably help them with scouting and defenses in case Strahd sends anything else after Vallaki in our absence.
Well,
We're on
persuasion.
important business. Persuasion, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see how persuasive Lysander can be.
He just shakes his head. No, they're not. They're not even going to look at the paper. They're going to immediately be able to find out. I hear there's paladins there.
Somebody else convince the man.
Wait a minute,
I'm
the
unfortunate.
paladins are on our side, though.
I have no doubt they'll put me to the sword as soon as they find out.
But Beligor can send a message. The paladins are his friends. They're all of our friends, but you know what I mean, Lysander. Help me out here.
I'm going to say no to the message sending, because that's a fourth level spell, I think, right? Third? That he would be expending.
Yeah, no, not on this.
Alright, so,
Can Anya try a persuasion check?
It has to be a different argument.
Okay.
So if it's a new, different argument, then yes. If it's the same, then no.
Listen. Before we left, we were with all of the people in charge of Vallaki. There is at least 8 other people or something. Anya can't do math, but a good number of people in Vallaki who support us, who are comrades and our friends, who are in charge of bolstering the city and preparing for a war with Strahd. They know we have been looking for wolves to help them. They know we are on an important mission, and they know if there is anybody of importance, we would probably send them back to Vallaki to help. We have all sorts of walks of life in that city right now working together, and I think you would be a valuable asset to all of us. And I think they would know in these dire times that now is not the time to hold anybody accountable for their nature if they are inclined to help. So please, can we send you there with a note? And you can try, and if something happens, which I don't think it will, you can go to Krezik after. But I really think you'll be safe there.
He kind of thinks for a moment. Go ahead and roll persuasion. Blind GM roll.
Oh god, okay. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay. I'm sorry, but no. I need to be, and plus, being near Krezik is also means that I'm going to be near where my wolf den is, but right under the nose. I still need to work towards trying. I need to work towards also trying to get my pack back. If you want to actually get ahead in this fight, you gotta start thinking outside the box. He says as he turns back into wolf form and runs off.
Yes, well, fuck you right back. Let's go. We don't need his help.
Esmeralda says, actually, this is a good idea. As like the card starts working, Van Richten says, you can't trust that of a lichen. I've taught you this. He says, how many fucking options do we have, old man? Last I checked, our allies and resources get smaller and smaller every fucking day. So maybe it's not.
To Esmeralda's point, the last time you tried to fight Strahd, or anyone tried to fight Strahd, it was extreme bias and excluded a lot of other individuals that maybe could have banded together and put their differences aside to fight for a common cause. So maybe we abandon the old tactics that obviously have not been working for quite a few centuries and try something new.
Exactly my point. Van Richter just kind of like scoffs a little bit as he's looking over at Esmeralda, and he just squints and then just goes silent.
Listen, Van Richten, you know that saying, right? The enemy of my enemy is my friend? Well, this is perfect example. My babushka always said.
No.
Well, and he says, just to interject, that saying was created by a man who ended up getting stabbed in the back by that same enemy of his enemy.
But at least he never saw it coming.
That doesn't help the situation. And Casimir would actually pipe up a little bit. Listen, I've lived a lifetime longer than probably all of you. Welcome back. Everything all right?
Oh my god, I'm sorry. My Discord just had a heart attack.
No worries. Everything good? Stream still going?
Stream's still going. I just need you to repeat what you were saying.
Okay. Yeah, no. I stopped it as soon as you disconnected.
Okay.
So, as Ray says, I've lived a life probably longer than all of you, unless any of you have lived longer than 800 years.
It's possible.
And he says, no, consciously.
I'm only, she starts counting on
Are you
her
are you using
fingers.
your fingers?
Yeah, she like holds it up. This many. I am this many years old.
This is- and he actually looks at you, Scarlet, since you're an elf. And you?
Oh, I'm just a wee baby.
Exactly.
Sorry, that was really cute.
The,
Just a wee baby.
the issue has always been that we try fighting Strahd the way that we know how, which is by usual conventional military tactics. If we limit ourselves to that, then there is no way that he can be defeated. That is my opinion.
We need to fight fire with fire.
Lysander pulls out his little miniature coffin and presses the button as he says, "We need to think outside of the box." And then Strahd comes down with his chest.
Exactly, Lysander. That is the spirit. We need to fight werewolf with werewolf. We need to make a lot of
Yeah.
pointy sticks and shove them into everybody's chest cavity.
Yes, precisely.
So, as you all continue traveling and such, go ahead and roll me another D8, D12. And I'll take that from anybody. So, anybody roll me another D8, D12, please. Okay. Let's see what that is. All right. Ooh.
Ooh, he says.
Not some people y'all haven't seen in a while, actually. These characters are from the Vallaki one. And as you're traveling by, you notice that there is a dead wolf on the road. Several arrows in its back.
Oh no.
And
Don't look.
you're gonna look
Aw.
face looks away. And as your cart approaches closer, an arrow strikes the ground right in front of the leading horse. And
Whoa.
it says, "Don't touch it! It was ours." As two people very familiar to Vesper, well, not very, but decently familiar with Vesper, step out as Zoldar and Yevgeny Krushkin come from the woodwork.
Don't worry, we had no interest in your wolf.
You see Yevgeny go, good. And he just goes
Lysander,
over and starts skinning the wolf.
see, this is what I was telling you guys about the animal carcass being a distraction for ambush. This is perfect example.
Not distraction. Only distraction is you.
We are just passing by.
Gone.
And Zoldar kind of goes, well, actually, no, wait, am I getting their names mixed up? I think I am. One sec. Yeah, Zoldar says, forgive my brother. It's been a while. And he goes up over to Vesper, you're all on the carts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he offers his hand to shake. I'm surprised seeing you out this way again.
He shakes his hand. It's been an interesting few weeks here recently.
Looks like it. You find what you were looking for last we spoke?
We did make it to the bogs, which played out well in our favor, so thank you for that tip.
Yeah, our pleasure. All the good stuff. And you just hear the from behind as Yevgeny is basically carving up this wolf carcass.
Ew.
He says, so where are you all off to now?
The
You know,
mountains on a retreat.
Mountains on the retreat? Retreat?
Anya just shrugs.
a little business to take care of. What are you two up to?
Well, still hunting some wolves. You see, we've been dealing with some more who have been coming around, starting to pop up much more often. And he says, as he, like, you know, hefts himself over to start helping his brother. And he says,
So you would say that there's a lot in this area?
and he says, I mean, in the generality, the woods themselves have been having a lot more wolves recently. Issue is finding out what are just the normal wolves and what are not, if you catch my drift.
Oh, you're talking about werewolves.
He nods his head.
Well, we heard there is a new alpha of the local pack, who is very much in line with Strahd.
And as you say that, like, you see both of them kind of pause and they look at each other. And says, you seen them?
Well, not lately.
His fur is white, until you know which one it is. And you see Yevgeny actually lifts up his shirt, and you actually see a massive claw mark at his chest. Like, it looks like a couple days fresh.
Oh, you should probably get that checked out.
Rub salt in it. It's okay.
Mm.
He does not have lycanthropy, if that is what you're worried about.
Oh, good.
We checked for that. Now, whether he gets some other infection because he doesn't still wash it out, shut the fuck up. We ran into him a couple days ago, at least part of his pack. We killed one werewolf, and we were lucky to get away with it. Thing is the alpha is not just to this local area. We're talking all of Barovia here, which is dangerous.
He's the alpha to the entire... What is this? Continent? World? What?
Yes, Anya, that's what I'm saying.
Plane of existence or some shit like that, yeah. All of them.
Well, shit.
Great.
I imagine
great.
one does not assume such a role without some skill set behind it.
Exactly. Which means that if he is with Strahd, I just wish you all the best of luck. How's Vallaki looking? Haven't been there in a couple of days. We've all been on the road since.
They could probably use your help, as they are currently the last city kind of standing, unless you count, of course, the village of Barovia, but I don't, because that place is a shithole.
And it's Barovia, everything else. But I get your point.
Yes, I'm sure Vallaki could use a pair of toughs like you. Would suggest making your way there.
Krezek has already fallen, but so has the hag of the bogs.
Oh yeah, the creepy one. You know that is a lot of different ones, right? This easy, not true. Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, if we find ourselves going in the direction there, then we'll go to Vallaki. If not, we might just take our chances in the woods.
Wait. Lysander pulls Vesper aside and... Vesper. Oh, wait, we don't have to give them too many details, but what if they came with us? I mean, you've dealt with them before. We could use the extra pair of arms.
I'm assuming while Lysander and Vesper like shuffle to the side, Anya's just like still talking to these guys, like, and how big was it? Like, comparing the scratch and shit on his back.
And you actually see it. It's bigger, like the actual, like if the proportions are correct, the hand, the werewolf hand that made that is bigger than your head.
Oh shit. Continue, Lai, I'm sorry.
they're just hunters, and I've dealt with them once. I don't know them well enough to vouch for them, and I really don't want any more lives on my shoulders.
Right then, we should send them on their merry way. Yes, well, it's for the best that you head back to Vallaki, and you could always say that we sent you. Definitely a differential treatment. I mean, I have pretty much bought out the bar.
And this scar Anya got from battle with the undead in Homeland nearly sliced her in two. Can you believe it? She's just
Why is it so small? No, I'm just kidding.
but like Lysander said, you should at least maybe check in with Vallaki at some point.
He nods. You will take into consideration. You keep selves alive, yes?
Right back at you.
Alright. And anything else y'all want to say to the Krishkin brothers?
Just as
Nope.
you know, parting request. Clearly, our friend Scarlet here, his companion, also friend. This is Conan. So, if you see wolf that looks like this, please don't shoot.
Do not throw into stew. Got it.
Yes. Keep it very much alive.
And you hear Conan just kind of go, oh.
I wanted to tap it.
What'd you say?
Okay, Conan, I won't let it happen.
And Conan just kind of like scoots behind you.
Stay where you're safe.
Okay.
Bye now.
Okay. So with that though, now we get into the one that probably everybody's waiting for. Roll me a d20. This is the combat one.
Oh God.
Who's to do it? Inya Leon Chris.
Yee.
Let me check this real quick. We'd be around to here. Okay, that's how you spell it? That's so dumb.
What?
One sec. Okay. Alright, sorry. One sec. I gotta actually place these on. And at the very least, y'all get some combat in.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, sorry, it's taking me a sec, y'all.
Oops, I refreshed.
That's fine.
Now it's downloading world data again.
Lysander, now that you practically own the bar in Vallaki, are you going to let me start bar fights?
Not at my bar, no. You find your own bar for that rubbish.
You never let me have any fun, Lysander.
I try to run a business here, a lucrative business.
But we're the only ones who can afford to buy anything now.
Precisely.
What?
Wow.
I don't understand.
All right.
Don't worry your pretty little head over it.
All right. This. All right, I'm gonna be moving you all to the road view as you come across some ghouls and 2 hags.
Oh God.
Oh!
So go ahead and place yourselves within, the little spot here. I'll add TikTok. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. But
2 schmacks? Are they going to exhaust us? Are we not going to have any long rests until we get to the Amber Temple, if at all?
I don't
Oh
know.
no. Okay, that's a lot of ghouly ghouls. Where are them hags at?
One's back here. The other's right here.
let me
They're
know.
toward the
I
back.
can't.
And Esmeralda will take up front. Belgor will too. Van Richter will be here to the side. Arena's gonna be right here.
Yeah.
Casimir's gonna be right here.
Is it normal that I don't see the hags? I can see the ghouls.
They're back here.
Do you see right here?
Nope,
In
I don't
here?
see. I don't see them.
I don't know what to tell you because they are there, and everybody else sees them. I don't know why that's doing that.
That's weird.
Lie, don't forget to move TikTok.
Ah, yes, Tiki Taki.
Tiki tiki taki, tiki 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 taki.
Tiki tiki.
Can I try a refresh? Because I want to know where
Yeah,
the
go
hags-
ahead and refresh, and then we can get into it.
Please, code.
Let me know when you're good and ready.
Just loading the road. Any day now.
Good old potato.
Potato is working fine. Okay, I'm almost there. Yes, I mean. Okay,
You see
now let
them?
me little look-see poo. I see them.
Yay.
Perfect. All right. Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative as we go into combat.
Oh shit.
I don't have an active encounter, so I can't roll.
Why are you not? Yeah, you're on it. So it's weird.
I know it's glitching, but I can't. I don't have a thing to
Oh
do.
wait, no, wrong one. There we go.
Well, Lie, I guess that means you could just go whenever you want.
No.
I still have no active encounter.
Reload the page again then, because I have you on it and there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Unless you want me to just roll for you.
I mean, you can roll initiative for me right now while I reload the page. Go for it.
All right, you got a 17. So pretty good. But
Okay.
the person who will be starting us off. Also, why is this song not playing? Is any music playing for y'all?
It was when you pushed it and it was the wrong one, but now no. There we go.
We'll use this one then for now. Scarlet, you are up.
Okay. Let's see.
But
I'm gonna put you back to what you were because I remember I told you I rolled your initiative for you,
I know
Alexander.
it had me at the bottom of the tracker with the initiative icon, so I had to press it.
Okay, weird. I put you back to what you actually got.
Yeah,
so.
now it's fine. Now it's fine.
Okay. I'm going to go for this skull back here. And I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Could you point to the goal again real quick?
Yeah, this one.
1 sec, I'm having to zoom out. This one, there, found it. Cool.
And then I'm going to use my longbow.
Go for it. Both hit. Roll me 2d6. That's a kill.
Ooh, nicely done, Scar.
As
Yeah.
both these arrows sail through the air and it falls over to the ground.
And I'm gonna stay here.
All right, that's what I like to see. Our little leaf princess starting us off in the battle.
TikTok is up.
TikTok. If TikTok gives me advantage, does that mean that like my next firebolt or something will be at advantage if it's a D20?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm giving myself advantage for
You
once. Actually, you know what? I don't need it because I'm going to use another spell that's not a D20. So I will give you. Let's see. Who can you? Casimir, Esmeralda. You guys are all the way at the bottom. Damn, after the Night Hag.
I know.
So, I'm going to give it to Vespucci. Flip, flip, flip. Flip, flip, flip.
That's good. You have now that help action advantage.
Alright.
Alright. Ghoul. Yeah.
Kilo.
Bite. Claw. I believe bite hits.
Yeah, bite hits, claw misses.
Get
Oh god, it's hideous!
the fuck away.
That's my line.
Oh wow, but low rolls. Funny enough, 2 of them hit though.
Nice.
Yeah, these guys aren't like the strongest. Casimir. It's just well, it's been a while since I've done something like this. A firebolt appears in his hand. And he's gonna yeet it at one of the hags, actually.
Ooh.
As this burst of flame comes from his hand. He says, after all these years, still got it. It slams into the hag. I was like, oh!
Nice, sure.
Lysander. And actually, he would move over to here, but Lysander, you're up.
Lysander's also gonna fire out a firebolt at the same hag.
That's also a hit.
Damn.
And it kind of gives you a sort of wizard mage sort of head nod to you.
Mm-hmm. Take that, ugly. And then he's gonna move on back even more, like right here. Can I like hide behind this tree?
I'm sure you just won't be actually hiding. You're just gonna be there.
Okay, but I can't use the trunk of the tree for cover against long range or anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
But and also make sure your AC is not set to mage armor because you don't have mage armor on.
It's not. It's not.
Okay, perfect.
And yeah, I'm gonna also. Yeah, I'm good. Boom.
What the hell? Why is it? It's defaulting to the beginning with you for some reason.
I've noticed.
Don't end your turn. I'll end it for you in the future. I don't know why this is happening with you.
It's happening with every turn. I'm noticing any other player or NPC when they end their turn, it always defaults back to the beginning, and then it resets back to where it's supposed to be.
And that's not happening actually.
Weird.
Like on my end, that's not happening. It's only with you.
Yeah, it resolves itself.
So that's really weird.
Yeah. Spooky.
Bite. Okay, Esmeralda takes that and claw. Miss. This one's actually gonna go for Vandy Boy. Okay. Okay.
Damn, Van Richte.
Bold but not obsolete. Conan. And Van Richten kind of eyes Conan and says, "Well, plan on helping me out, boy?"
Orc. He will. And he's gonna attack this one with pack
remember-
tactics.
Pack tactics.
Mm-hmm. Why isn't it working? Hold on, sorry.
I wonder if Forge is just having a buggy day today. That's a hit! And he fails, so he is knocked prone.
Hee-hee.
And Van Richten just smiles and just looks at Conan and goes, "Good boy."
Aww.
This one's going after Belagorpot. Belagorpot goes, "Ah."
Oh, shit.
Oh, ah. Night Hag. Whoop! Hello!
Who's she saying hi to?
Yes. 1d2. One is Anya, 2 is Esmeralda, in terms of who she's going for. 1 is Anya, 2 is Esmeralda. Anya it is.
Oh, God! What is it that you say, Lysander? Disgusting.
On the hit.
Weston.
Why is it no damage happening from it? Because a black beam make a ranged spell attack on target. On the hit, the target only deals half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends.
Alright.
So you need to... Alright, you pass it.
I think I more than passed that. I aced it with flying colors. The only test Anya ever aced.
You just hear, bullshit, damn it!
She ate the ray of enfeeblement.
Irina's gonna run over to here and see if she can help out Anya.
The breakfast of champions.
And she finishes off the ghoul right in front of you.
Thank you, Irina.
And she pulls back and she says, "You're welcome! Kick some ass!"
Do not feel bad if you puke. They are horrid-looking creatures.
Van Richten smirks as Misha slowly, like, you know, like when a cat is about to do is prowling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Pounce." So you see Misha lunge right for him. And it should be an advantage.
Oh, damn.
And let's see, does that actually kill it? And you see it just gets mauled by Misha. And Van Richten just chuckles and says, "God, that feels good." This one's going after Ezzy. And I'm gonna make this clear to everybody, including waiting on Belgor stuff. Short rests are indeed a thing. So be aware of that going forward, because that's gonna be critical for you guys for like this journey. So I just want to make sure you all are aware. Van Richten steps on the body of this dead one as he's walking. And he goes, "You're not even worth my blood." He doesn't do Crimson Right, and is going to come over and attack with his cane sword. Or sword cane. It's called sword cane on his sheet. And he makes multi-attack. So. Damn.
Ooh.
Unfortunate. And you see, as he like strikes forward, you notice that, like, have you ever seen an older man with like arthritis?
Yes.
He goes, "Ah! Ah! Fucking shit."
That would have been some
Having-
nice damage had it hit.
Having some trouble, old man? Shut the fuck up. Vesper, you're up.
You see Vesper pull his rapier out as he rushes forward to the Night Hag.
Hey, pretty boy, go away! I'm assuming you step to the side, not to the right, so you don't get an op attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as he draws back the rapier, his other hand comes forward.
Ow! You baited me, you bitch! Ow!
And that is his turn.
I bet you fucking asshole! And then, just because of that, magic missile on you, Vesper. 3. Take that! On your line crest.
Oh, me. Hooray. Oh, you guys, you barely left anything for me. That makes me angry. Okay, she's gonna come down and help Vesper.
Okay, up attack.
Miss.
Okay.
And she's going to...
Hit. Hit. Ow! Belagor. I'm gonna try out his Sacred Flame cantrip on this. Okay. Okay, he takes... Actually, no, he doesn't... Actually, no, since it's a cantrip, it doesn't do anything, so that's Belagor's turn. Scarlet! Would you like to bonus action move your Hunter's Mark onto somebody else?
Yes. Let's do it on this back hag.
Hey, what did I do to you? Okay, it's on her now.
All right. And go.
Miss! Miss! Ha ha!
Ooh.
Damn it.
Oh, what's wrong, String Limp?
Tiki Talk Lysander advantage for once.
Alright.
I'm trying to move him. Oh, hey,
Do you need me to or no?
I got it. There we go.
Cool.
Stay on the side. I have to remember I have advantage.
Alright. Esmeralda. Rapier. Hand axe. That kills soundly the one to the bottom that was next to Van Richten. As she goes, don't worry, I'm sure you'll do it next time. Casimir is going to try and kill this one over to the side, the ghoul. Fuck. That's a kill. As it turns into ashes. And he steps back. And he says, it'll be a long journey. We must conserve our resources. As it gets to your turn, Lysander.
Lysander fires out another firebolt.
That's a critical hit. And what's that on?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is it the hag?
Yeah, this one, the one that I just, the one that I was hitting before.
Fucking ow! You whore!
Right. Is she on a ledge by any chance, or is she just kind of at the bottom?
She's at the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom. Okay, I'm chilling.
Okay, ghoul attacking Esmeralda. Miss. Conan's turn.
Scarlet.
Go there. Bork, get him.
Hit,
Dang.
but he passes.
Damn.
Mm.
Hag. 1d2, because you both dealt good damage to her. 1 is Vesper, 2 is Anya. Claw!
Okay. Half damage. Because I'm angry.
Yeah, then you take 5 instead of the 11.
Yes. I did already.
Okay.
Here.
I didn't see the little thing pop up, so I was like, bye.
I did, I promise. I was at 77, now I'm at 72.
Irina's gonna try. Ooh, not enough to end it, but kind of getting there. Kind of beset by bad rolls today.
Yeah.
Misha though is on the prowl. Wait, what? You should have... Yeah, no, you should have 40. Oh. Oh, it's because I accidentally moved him one. She would have been able to be here if I didn't move it on accident, so... But she doesn't get the pounce, so... Ow! Bad kitty! Ow! Van Richten is going to step over to here and try swinging with his sword cane. That's a kill immediately.
Nice.
That's another hit on the hag.
Everyone's ganging up on this one.
Ow! 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 Vesper.
Finish her.
And you actually kind of see that look of satisfaction on Van Richten's face. Kind of the, I still got it. I'm not obsolete.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Vesper, go.
With his rapier still hanging out his side, he throws 2 more punches at her.
Hit. Hit. She is looking pretty low.
And bonus action hit.
Holy shit.
Still alive.
Turn.
Night hag. Is gonna try Ray of Enfeeblement on. She's gonna try on Vesper. Misses. So nope. Come over here. I'm coming, sister. Anya, you're up.
Don't worry about moving, lady. You're next.
Miss. Hit. Miss.
She's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
They have a high health pool. Belagor. Can move out of here. I be paladin. High.
Mm-hmm.
And try to be conservative with his stuff. He's gonna try to finish off that hag. She fails, and let's see if she dies. That's a kill.
You had Belagor do the dex save. I don't know if that matters.
No, it doesn't. A 10 wouldn't, with her modifiers, wouldn't have made any difference.
Okay.
That's like, no, we were going to go to Bermuda together. Scarlet, you're up.
Alright.
Want to try again, huh? Maybe not getting that one. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh.
You jinxed her!
Jerk! I'm gonna play the soundboard thing that I had, because I have to.
Solomon the Stinky!
No.
Tiki Taki.
Tiki Taki is going to give Esmeralda advantage.
All right, sweet. Is that Tiki Taki's turn?
Yes.
All right, Esmeralda lunges forward immediately.
Get to miss!
Hit. All of them hit.
Oof.
Well done!
Casimir, Firebolt.
Damn.
Oof.
Hit. Lysander.
Oh, goodness. Too much pressure.
Hit.
Nice.
Ow, 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 ow. Conan.
It's like an onslaught before it's her turn.
Like everybody's getting a hit in. I love it.
And they're all succeeding, except for Scarlet.
Also,
Right?
that's a hit.
Saying.
And she's proud. So all melee attacks are an advantage.
Come on, Irina.
Yeah, Irina, you can do
Come
it.
on, Irina.
It's your time to shine.
Kill.
Ooh, finally.
As she just like plunges it. And
Irina, you killed something.
as she that last stab goes into it, she takes the rapier out and turns it upside down and just starts stabbing over and over. Just going.
Yes, let it out, the carnage.
And at this point, she's basically screaming as she's mutilating the body.
Anya's not gonna stop her.
If I'm assuming, does anybody like stop her or just let it run its course?
No, Lysander's checking the corpse of this dead hag here.
Cool. Everybody else, I'm assuming, lets it go. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it
After
a 102,
five-
1 2 1 2.
After 5 minutes, she
Oh, God.
finally stops.
5 minutes.
She stops and she is soaked in blood. Esmeralda's kind of looking over, like, "Are you okay?" Like, kind of look, and she's like steps aside, pushes some of her hair to the side, takes in a very deep breath, and says, "Lysander, might I trouble you for prestidigitation?"
Oh, yes. Splish, sploosh. You're good as noosh.
And she just kind of walks away from the body after having, pretty much mutilated it. Misha's still gnawing on the one down there.
Now that was entertainment.
Misha, move your muzzle. I'm checking something.
As you do, like actually try to like move Misha's like no face out of the way or something like that.
He just air swats it. He doesn't actually touch Misha's mouth.
As your hand like comes near, you just hear a.
Oh. Well, I do say that's quite rude, Misha.
And you see even when Misha looks at you, you just see its mouth is still on. It starts.
No, you come back here. Lysander casts telekinetic pull on the hag.
Playing
Okay,
tug of war.
you're gonna roll me and since it's spell wise, it's going to be whatchamacallit. His Misha's strength save. Got right?
Oh,
Darn, she rolled that one.
Yeah, that's what I thought, kitty cat.
probably wasn't
Getting a
expecting.
bit long in the tooth.
She puts her mouth back on it again and starts pulling it again.
Misha, stop it. I'm pulling it back.
Go ahead, Cassick.
And he quickly checks the body this time.
Misha, you can come nibble on this corpse soup over here.
It looks at you, Lysander.
Roar! Right back at you.
Look,
To be fair, to be fair, I feel like Lysander would probably shit his pants.
Yeah.
There's plenty of exposed bones here if you wanted to gnaw on that. You too, Conan. Oh, wait. Misha, share with Conan!
Is there anything of note on this one's corpse, the one that I'm checking?
Unfortunately, no. These seem to be rather new hags. The hags that you're running into now seem to be repeats of, like, not repeats, but like, ones that have been recently made.
Yeah.
Which also says that, the fact that you're finding them all the way out here is concerning.
It's just gonna be hags everywhere.
Right.
They're gonna overpopulate.
You're gonna end up winning, defeating Strahd, but when you come back to Barovia, it's just infested with just a bunch of Bermuda.
At this point, if we don't beat Strahd, the hags will.
I mean, apparently what happens in Bermuda comes back from Bermuda with them.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm 3.
Just like herpes.
Oh, God.
It came back.
Imagine if we made friends with the hags and we had our own hag ally army instead of
Yeah,
pissing them off.
Unfortunately, that's not possible.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, it could have been, but
That's
yeah,
what I was
not
saying.
anymore.
Imagine if
Unfortunate.
we did.
Oh my god. Okay. So, unfortunately, nothing really of note. So I'm going to take you all off the page. Would you all like to do short rests? Because long rests are not going to be for the journey itself, unless you want to impede on the time to get there. Which I'm assuming you don't, because it's a really, big time crunch.
Correct. I'm cool with short rests.
Okay, so does everybody? So this is the first. What's that, Lysander?
I'm not going to take one, but I'll
Okay.
let the others.
Okay, and Vesper.
Yeah, I'll be doing it.
Okay, so Savvy, I'm gonna run through everybody else's short rest first before I come to you, so you kind of see how it works, since this is the first time you've done a short rest. So we'll start with Vesper. Vesper, you are doing a short rest. You have how many hit dice for you to use?
I have 8, and I'm going to use 2 of them.
Okay, so you're declaring that you're going to use 2. So you would press your S.rest, and then you would roll twice with the select dice roll to get those, and then press the rest button, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and go for it. 1, 2. And then press the rest. Perfect. Anya, you're also doing a short rest?
Yes.
Which, how many dice are you using, and from which?
I'm also going to use... Oh, you're right.
Because you have since you multi-class, you have both fighter and barbarian.
Mm-hmm. I'll use my 2 fighter.
Okay, got it. And you're so you're declaring that you're only using your 2 fighter. So go for it.
Okay. I hit roll, you said, or just rest?
Once a roll when you have that designated. So you hit that twice since it's 2 dice. So it's 1. That's 2. Okay, and now you press the rest button. Perfect. Now, Savvy, we're gonna go ahead and run this through for you. On your sheet, you know where the long rest button is. Do you see the S.rest button?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you want to use a short rest? Because I don't think you get anything back on a short rest. Have you taken any damage?
Nope, I don't think I need to.
Then you don't need to. Then this is something we could cover again. But the way it works is, those hit dice, how you have like 8 out of 8?
Mm-hmm.
You use those on a short rest, and that rolls for how much hit dice you get back, or hit points you get back.
Gotcha.
And that's how a short rest works.
And
I just kind of wanted to.
they replenish.
Not all of them, but yes.
Well, they start to replenish.
Yeah, I forget if it's like 1 or 2 every long rest or something like that. I have to look at it again, but it does automatically for you. But anyways, so you do that before and obviously the short rests will be done for Esmeralda and anybody else who got damaged in the fight. Which Brightside was actually quite it was a pretty easy fight overall for you guys. At least I think so.
Yes. A good
Easy,
appetizer.
peasy, lemon squeezy.
I was
So-
thinking of like a rhyme for you, Lai, when you were using prestidigitation. Where I was like, I won't be mean. Remove the spleen. Congratulations, you're now clean.
Remove the spleen. Wrong spell.
Well, she was like hacking a body. She probably had spleen on her. It doesn't work for every situation.
No.
So, as a party, you all, start continuing on the road and journey until you get to a point where you're at the halfway point, where it's at the end of the first day. So let me go ahead and move you to where that is. You are now looking up at Mount Gacchus, and it is going to be a climb.
Gaka.
This is where you will all set up camp. So, Esmeralda has basically has said, "I'm going to take first watch," and she is gonna basically while everybody is able to relax and talk, just before you all get ready to do the climb.
I'd like to take downtime to start learning these musical instruments.
Okay. This is also the opportunity to talk with any NPCs. And actually, for this, I need somebody to roll me a d5. I'll look at the result and then I'll come back because I gotta use the restroom real quick. But
Okay.
if somebody could roll me a d5, perfect. All right, right back.
I will also BRB.
Okay.
All right, I am back. So, as you're all kind of doing, because first off, does anybody want to talk with anybody before I go to this?
No.
Okay. Vesper, what are you doing? Or what would Vesper be doing?
He'd mostly just be sitting there in silence and not necessarily being on watch, but still keeping an eye out on everything.
You feel your arm poked by a long stick. It's Van Rinder's cane. Got a moment?
Yeah, what's up?
He gestures for you to step to the side with him.
He
And
follows.
he pulls out a sealed scroll. It bears my symbol, and I need you to hold on to it for now. It has very specific instructions, but it's not to be opened unless certain events come to pass.
Such as?
My death or Esmeralda's.
Okay.
I can't trust it to any of the others. I don't know the elf well enough. And the other two, well, let's just say you're one man that I know can keep a secret and or hold something. A fair assumption?
Pretty fair, yeah.
There's a good chance that some of us are going to die. The Amber Temple, in all readings that I have seen, is an extremely dangerous place. There's a good chance that some of us will not be walking back alive.
Seems to be the new
Norm.
Yeah.
He nods. Barovia, am I right?
Sadly, but yes.
And I'm debating when it is time for me to tell Esmeralda the truth. Something I've been holding for a long while.
Do you care to elaborate? I mean, I won't push you, but
He nods his head. You all know of my history to some extent, mostly the mythos. I ended up losing my family to the Vistani. I hunted down that entire caravan and killed all of them. You know that story, correct?
the general gist of it, yes.
I didn't kill all of them.
He looks between him and Ez. You don't mean...
He nods his head.
He just gives a silent nod and understanding.
When a man is consumed by rage, he forgets himself. But very few things can almost knock them out of it. Seeing a husband's love for their wife, or a scared child clutching their doll, wanting the bad things to stop happening.
I can understand that. Don't worry, though. As you said, you know I won't say anything.
He nods his head. He says, that is included with the scroll itself. However, know that the contents of the scroll is intended for her and her alone. Can I trust you to keep to that?
I can do that for you.
He nods his head. It is very, very specific instructions. And I'm assuming you're meeting your every word of this, right, Vesper? There's no deceptive sort of inclination or anything like that.
No.
He nods. Good man. Now, let's hope that we all get out of this alive, and I end up saying, give me that scroll back, you son of a bitch.
We can only hope.
He chuckles and nods and walks away. So, add as a miscellaneous item Van Richten's scroll. All right. I think. Is there any other interaction that anybody wants to have with any NPCs? No? Okay. In that case, we are going to stop game here for a very important reason. A reason I think all of you have been waiting to hear. You are now level 9.
Woo!
Ooh. Yay.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
So everybody go ahead and we will handle those level ups outside of the episode. But what to look forward to next time on our game is going to be us going to the Amber Temple and finally finding out what this weapon is and what secrets lie within.
Dun dun dun.
Lysander, if you want to go ahead and take us out.
Well, thanks for joining us, besties. Until next time on GameDayHype. Huzzah!
Huzzah! And just to note, viewers, next weekend we will not be having a session, so we will see you on the... What's the date? The 6th? The 6th.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.